Hi guys, this tutorial is to go over the new process with the Fixx Line now that voicemails will be sent to us as an MP3 audio file. So what you will do is you will actually be getting all of the MP3s sent to you in as an audio file in an email. In order to get to this portal for the emails, you will go to email.firespring.com. The outgoing message is set up so that dogs is voicemail box 1, cats is voicemail box 2, and spay neuter is voicemail box 3. In order to get into them, you would, again, like I say, go to that email address. You would type in Fixx Line, whatever your appropriate Fixx Line box is, and then you would type in the password. The Fixx Line password for the dog program is Alaska11 with the percentage sign. The password for fixline.cats is Alaska11 with the asterisk sign. And for the spay neuter, it's Alaska11 with the pound sign or hashtag if you're a youngster. Under no circumstances are you to change the password. I can do that. If we've had a security breach, I can certainly do that. So let me log in so that you can see how to do this. You will see that I sent a fictitious email pretending as if this was coming from Buckeye Telesystems. It actually comes from my Gmail account, but let's pretend that it actually came from Buckeye Telesystems. You will have all your voicemails here in the inbox. Click on whichever one you need to start with, and you will see that the subject line will more than likely be that it's a message from Telesystems. This is the name of the file, and it is an MP3. You will see that the file is actually attached. You can listen to the message so that you can just double check that the transcription is correct. We are paying extra for the month to have the messages transcribed. I have purposefully put errors in this transcription so that you can see the importance of actually listening to the voicemail. So this person's name probably is not Chris John Hansen. It's probably a fine Swedish name of Chris or Johansson or something like that. You can also see that the person left a message and they referred to it as spading their cats, but we all know that cats just get spay and that there is no ing and there is no D in the word. So these are things that I just want you to be aware of when you're reading the transcription, that there of course might be mistakes because it is just a computer doing a job and lacks that human hands-on touch that we need. Again, that human is what is vital to the Fixx Line, so please do call the person and find out what is going on, and so that they can get an immediate response from Planned Parenthood that we are on the job, you are a volunteer, that you will be passing the message on to another volunteer, blah, blah, blah. You know how the script goes. That's when, after you've talked to the person, let's pretend that you talked to the person and you've ascertained that they only need spay neuter. So that's when you can either create a voucher or request for one to be made for you. And again, that person that creates those vouchers is Karen Ash. But let's pretend that you spoke to this person and you find out that the yard full of cats is actually some 4-week-old Siamese kittens, and you think that perhaps the cat program would be interested in that. Or let's say that you are answering the Fixx Line for a completely, not for the spay neuter, but you're answering for the dog line or the cat line. You're going to want to send those messages on to the cat intake coordinator or the dog intake coordinator. So that's when you would take this message and you would forward it. You can start typing and it should self-populate what is closest to that. Or, let me delete this, or you can click on the To button and your contact list will show up. For each of these 3 accounts, fixline.cats, plural, fixline.dogs, and fixline.sn, as in spay neuter. I have loaded these all here for you. So you can, if you wanted to, if you have multiple that you want to send a message to, you can click on where you want it to go and click on the arrow and it will pop over. Say you want to carbon copy me. Or say whoops, I didn't want to send this to the CAT program. I actually want to send it to somewhere else. That's, you use the remove button. And then you can send, then you click OK, and you can see that it has populated it for you. So this is where then you would add your notes. I spoke to Chris Johansson, and he has 4-week, old Siamese kittens, would like you to call to see if you are interested. I have already started vouchers for the kittens and mom. And then you would send that on its way. So obviously I'm not going to press send, because by pressing send, then the CAT program gets a crazy message that they don't know anything about. So I'm going to delete this. When you forward it, you can see that the MP3 also attaches itself. So the CAT intake coordinator or the dog intake coordinator can listen to the message themselves as well. Again, just great checks and balances, but it is imperative that if it is not a cut and dry, that you give them a call and let them know that you give the caller a return call back, so that we are responding within 24 hours like is our goal, and so that we are addressing any emergencies, and so that if it's something that the intake coordinator doesn't need to actually deal with, you can deal with it. You know, hey, I've got this dog that keeps biting everybody and I've got him locked in my basement. Can you come and get him? I'm sure you can answer that question and not make the intake coordinator call them. If you have any questions, of course, you can always reach out to myself or to others at Planned Pethood. Refer to your handbook, and when you log in, you might see that you are being requested to log or register a cell phone number, so that that can be a secondary means of contact for the email system. I ask that you absolutely do not do that. Any things that can be done here and do not need to have any kind of secondary cell phone register. When you are done, you can log out. We ask that you delete all messages that you've already attended to. That way the person that's coming in after you knows that they've already been attended to and does not need to make duplicate efforts. However, we have ample amount of storage space here, and ample amount of that if you do need to save some stuff, you can. But if you're going to do that, we'll have to add a folder and have a conversation about why it's important, or why you think it's important to save that message. For the most part, though, just we ask that you move it to trash. Now, a quick shortcut that you can do is if you were to click on this button, it would, if there were numerous messages here, this would highlight all the emails, and then you could just click delete and it would all get deleted. I'm going to save this here just for posterity, just in case, and then I'm going to log out, and that's it. You're done with your day. Thanks much.